Hello world, I'm Chris Perillo, and this is the Locker Gnome Daily Report, or TLDR for short, your daily dose of tech news, gadget views, and answers that you can use. You might be able to use this hoodie too, from staticstuff.com. That's right, I'm unleashing my inner Sheldon. Do my cheeks look red? It could be related to the fact that I'm drinking cowboy coffee porter. I picked this up at the grocery store last night. The Locker Gnome Daily Report is brought to you by GoToAssist from Citrix, with all the IT support tools you need integrated into one cloud-based product. Easily log incidents and resolutions with Service Desk, quickly troubleshoot problems with GoToAssist's remote support, and set proactive alerts through GoToAssist monitoring so you're first to know about any issues. For a free 30-day trial, visit GoToAssist.com, click the Try It Free button, and use the promo code Perillo. And before I forget, Static Stuff also sent me this. Don't cross the streams! You thought about it, didn't you? Can Windows 8 save Microsoft? That was the question that was indirectly asked by one of our guest bloggers today on LockerGnome.com. Here's the thing. Sean had a computer running Windows 7 and he wasn't happy with it at all. But as soon as he upgraded to Windows 8 on that machine, he was substantially happier because that machine had a touchscreen. And what have I said about Windows 8 before? It's optimized for touchscreens. In fact, if you have Windows 8 running on a non-touchscreen device, you're probably a little frustrated, aren't you? Okay, even if you're not frustrated, do you think Windows 8 can turn Microsoft around? Because the stock has been flatlined for a while. And yes, before you ask, Windows 8 runs Flash. Get it? It's Flash reference, different Flash. And one platform that still doesn't support Flash, iOS 6.1. Apple just released it today. Go ahead, check for updates. Download it, install it. You'll be happy, I think. Does CPU gigahertz rating matter? You ever notice that a newer CPU running at 2 gigahertz runs faster than an older CPU at 3 gigahertz? It's because the processors become more efficient over time. It's kind of like the megapixel myth. Bigger isn't always better. More often than not, you're better off with newer and slower than older and faster. Those were air quotes because, of course, you heard me explain it a couple seconds ago. Is CPU overclocking safe? That was a question asked by Mr. Nekopan on LockerGnome.net. Well, the trick to overclocking is properly balancing system cooling with performance. So generally speaking, if you do it the right way, overclocking can absolutely be safe. Keep in mind, however, you may be inducing more wear and tear on that processor. Still, it's kind of fun! It's like anything in the modding community. Why not? I know plenty of geeks who've never had a problem with overclocking, but they generally know what they're doing. Not to say you need something like adult supervision when you go to overclock a system, just that you may destroy the PC in the process. Is it worth doing? Well, it depends. Do you want to try it? If so, then it's worth doing. We had a question that was submitted on LockerGnome.com this weekend. Why are digital download rentals so expensive? Trust me, you're not the only one to ask that question. To me, it boils down to a matter of convenience. Tapping a button versus driving somewhere and picking up a physical disc. Eventually, content rentals will plummet. I mean, in terms of the value. I don't think the actual rate of rental will plummet. Rawl95 asked, how do you stream from one computer to another wirelessly for free? Now, he's talking about media streaming in general, in which case I would recommend VLC. Of course, there's plenty of software and services available to do something similar to that. If you wanted to stream your actual desktop from one computer to another, you could use something like VNC. Mind you, VNC would be a protocol. It's VLC, right? Not VLIC? VLIC! Hey guys, if you're still paying attention, thanks for the likes, but I wanted to ask you, when should I unbox this? Well, the Windows Phone 8X. I can do it at some point this week, but when? What day would work best for you? Let me know in the comments. Facebook app for iOS gets voice and video recording, voice message support, and improved nearby tab. So we can send each other voicemails on Facebook? Well, I guess it's a bit more convenient. Apple's allegedly set to release an additional iPad model, a 128 gig version. I've been waiting for additional storage for years! And the thing is, it'll look exactly like this, and only cost $100 more than the 64 gig version. Well worth the money. If you've been waiting for Apple to release a larger iPhone screen, you might want to kick this project. Magsee. My brother Adam sent me the link earlier, and the idea is this thing sits atop the iPhone and is a magnifying glass for it. But it only has $307 pledged of a $20,000 goal. So far. Will you kick it? Wow, my voice got kind of high there. What's in this stuff? As we mentioned last week in a Locker Gnome Daily Report, unlocking cell phones is now illegal in the USA. But if you want to sign the petition on We the People, you can. A petition to get the White House to look into making unlocking cell phones legal. 30,000 signatures down, 70,000 to go. Will you add yours? It's like a digital signature. Really easy to do. You click a link. That's it. Kindle Fire scorching Android tablet market with 33% share. Really doesn't surprise me. And I gotta let you know that we're gonna be posting our Amazon Kindle Fire reviews this week at some point. I mean the new Kindle Fires, the Kindle Fire HDs. I know many people in my community don't really care for what Amazon had to offer with the Kindle Fire tablet, but well, most of the world did. And speaking of Amazon, Barnes & Noble is set to shut 200 plus stores over the next 10 years. Competition sometimes is a bad thing. For the most part, it's a good thing. I'm just saying that Barnes & Noble apparently won't be able to keep up with what Amazon's been able to do. Our question of the day is brought to you by GoDaddy.com. If you want to save any amount of money on your next purchase on GoDaddy, email me first, chris@perillo.com. I will send you my latest list of coupons. Andre Stan writes, Windows 8 hybrid laptops, are they worth the investment? And my answer, yes and no. I mean, there's nothing inherently wrong with Windows 8. Just because most of the market doesn't care about it doesn't mean that it's bad. And the idea of a hybrid laptop, something like the Lenovo Yoga, is certainly exciting. If your portable computer is over 3 years old, it might be worth the investment to get a Windows 8 hybrid laptop. And to clarify, we're talking about laptops with touchscreens. And no matter which computer you choose to use, we appreciate all the support you give us every single day. All right, which one of these phones vibrated? Thanks again for liking, thanks again for sharing, thanks again for commenting, and thanks again for subscribing. We'll see you later.